Hello and welcome to the Gig Show. I'm your host, Jim Dorman, and today we are delighted to have our guests here today. Michele Coyle from Abington Celebrates, but also direct from the North Pole, Mrs. Claus. Welcome to the Gig Show.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Just to let you know, I'm sure a lot of people from Abington do know that Abington Celebrates is a nonprofit organization dedicated to town-wide, family-friendly, free or low-cost events for all of us to enjoy, including the recently well-enjoyed and well-attended Oktoberfest weekend, the Founders Flag Day weekend, and soon-to-be-enjoyed Abington Celebrates Christmas weekend, December 13th through 15th. Mostly at Island Grove, and we'll be talking all about that. But anyway, again, welcome to the Gig Show, Mrs. Claus and Michele Coyle.
Thank you.
I know, I'm not used to rain. We mostly just get snow.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, we hope that, during, that upcoming weekend when you're going to make another visit. I don't know how you do it, by the way, coming down from the North Pole to today and then also...
And then have to go back.
back and forth, back and forth. But we hope that's a nice weather when you have the weekend. But and I know you've been involved, Mrs. Claus, for since the beginning, I think, of the Abington Celebrates, which is just amazing that you can.
Yeah, the Island Grove is a beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
Nice to hold a lot of activities there, but this is a special one.
Absolutely. And just before we get into much detail on that, I just think that Abington Celebrates, and you've seen the great work that they do. How the heck do you guys do it all?
Oh, we have a great committee. We have a strong, solid committee. Everybody's very dedicated. We have a board of 7 of us that have been there the last 10 years. We're going into our 10th year next year. Mm-hmm. And the board of 7, we call them a nickname, kind of the originals, So, we've all been there since the beginning. And then we have a committee of at least 20, 25. When we have some of our meetings when the weekends come together. We get everyone together and really start planning that weekend. There's different folks that come for different weekends for their piece, So, yeah.
I've heard that one of the members is the longtime, recently retired chairperson of the Abington Summer Concerts, Nancy Reed.
Yeah, I heard about her.
Is this true?
Yeah, and I also heard she got Abington's Best this year, too.
Yeah, there's a lot of accolades coming her way.
Yes,
I think she's well deserving of...
I hope Santa's very good to her this year.
She's been a very good girl, right?
Yes.
I know. She sounded kind of interesting. I might like to meet her sometime. Maybe she'll show up at the cabin or something.
Maybe. Oh, that'd be great. I'd love to see her. Love to see her. I've been a good boy.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she doesn't care if I'm a good boy or not. So anyway,
I'll be watching.
Always watching, that's why we've got to be good. One thing is, you got all the events that you have, and some of them, the same year, the Founders Weekend, Oktoberfest weekend, and Christmas, Abington Celebrates Christmas weekend. Is it hard to kind of decide what to include and, maybe how to, what to
Sure, a lot of the stuff at this point, it kind of runs themselves. Some of them have, like Ugly Sweater coming on Friday. That's the 7th year the Lions are doing that. We know they want to be part of that on Abington Celebrates weekend. St. Patrick's Day, that's kind of another event, even though it's not really.
Okay.
It's not our event. People get confused. That's the St. Patrick's Day committee, but we have a float in that. For us, we put a lot into that. We put a lot of hours into our float, and the new thing that came up was it really is kind of another weekend. It's the townwide yard sale in April.
Right.
So, and we get restaurants involved and the whole community. So, yeah, we have a lot going on. Every couple months, there's something Abington Celebrates happening with us that we're planning for. It seems.
Well, it sounds like that you have a lot of supporters and sponsors, and they may have ideas about ways they can get involved.
Sure. Yeah. Over the years, it's just grown. We started off 10 years ago as just a small picnic at the Grove when when we were getting a new flagpole and the abolitionist stone was being reconstructed, and the arch, they were doing all that. We did a rededication and had the encampment down, and we had just a simple family picnic. And it grew the following year. And I think the year after that is when we started Oktoberfest and Christmas. And then we really started saying, geez, let's really think about fireworks. And but we had no money. Everything we do is low cost and free for our families.
Yeah.
And so we decided to do a town-wide cookbook just to kind of give it a jump start.
Okay.
And because that's what we're all about. We want to encompass the community as much as we can, just everyone getting together, you know, low cost, free events, and just bringing everyone together. So the cookbook was a hit. We had recipes from all over, you know, stuff from the high school cafeteria had donated recipes. A couple of restaurants wanted their recipes in the cookbook. It was just awesome. And that gave us enough funds to kind of kickstart us getting the fireworks going.
Right.
I think 2018 is when we first did the fireworks, I believe. And back then, before COVID, fireworks weren't as expensive as they are today. So we were able to meet, you know, I think the cookbook we made about 6,000, and then we were able to raise an additional 6. I think it was about 12,000 then.
How much is it now?
Now, 18,000 plus, you know, whatever other costs that we have. Yeah. And it's just grown from there. And each year, our events have gotten bigger and bigger, just more attended, especially after COVID. I think everyone was in the house so much and they just wanted to get out. And now our events are they're just booming. And we're very fortunate by everyone, all the support in town, and our fire, police, health department, park and rec, everyone. You guys, especially, you're there. Abington Cam is there. Every weekend we have, you know, there's someone usually at each of our events, and capturing every minute.
And when I've been there at anything, that you know, you see just all the families and it's people, newcomers and people who've been around for a while. And I know that I see the kids there used to be kids that now they're bringing their kids to things like the Oktoberfest and the fireworks is spectacular.
Yes. We North Star Fireworks in Vermont. That's the company we've used the last couple of years, and they do a phenomenal job. And they work very well with our fire department, and everything is just seamless when they're.
And it's not just the fireworks; there's all kinds of activities going on around the fireworks. So.
Oh, sure. All the nonprofits, they usually jump in and have a table. They'll do different activities. Or giveaways, and we'll have bouncies and just a lot of different things going on. The Legion will have the beer garden up at the top of the hill. There's just a lot of different events going on. I
think at the Oktoberfest, I could be wrong, but it seemed like the bouncy houses have really expanded or something. There seems to be this you know, it's not just a little bouncy house.
Oh no, there's like an I know what you're thinking of. The National Guard brought their big obstacle course.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. I just saw big inflatable.
I think we had like a regular bouncy, and then they brought the giant.
Right.
The real deal.
You know, so you get people spread out over a big area. You know, anyway, at the fireworks, you know, then it's like kind of like icing on the cake. There's different things going on, and then all of a sudden, you know.
Yeah, that's the big finale.
Yeah, you get, and everybody gets into place.
Yeah.
And that's so nice because I think, you know, years ago, Abington was known for its fireworks, and there was a lull.
Right. A lot of folks ask, you know, why don't we do it the night before the 4th? And you know, Abington's birthday is the second week of June 10th, and there's a cost factor as well. So we do get them at a little more of a discount than if we do them July 4th. So we just tie it in with Abington's birthday.
You have to compete with the other towns.
And then when July 4th comes, we get a little break, and our committee can enjoy the 4th. We can enjoy everyone else's fireworks. So,
Mrs. Claus, you should come down for the fireworks sometime. Might be a little nicer weather.
I think we do have some fireworks sometimes up at the North Pole. We also have the Northern Lights, so.
Oh, it's natural.
That's like ultimate fireworks.
Yeah,
excellent.
It's really nice, but I know we have this special. I don't know if you want to call it a telescope, but we can look all over the world to see what's going on and who's good, who's naughty, whatever. But so sometimes we take a peek at what's going on here in Abington.
Maybe we could talk a little bit about that thing I did a little while ago. it was, I didn't mean anything by it, so I hope I can still get some good gifts and things. But.
Yeah, well, there is such a thing as forgiveness.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
And with all the good things you do, you make up for it.
Yeah, I like to think that.
Yeah.
Thank you. It makes me feel so much better. Sometimes we get naughty. Just a little bit naughty.
Well, I think a lot of people do.
Yeah.
To tell you the
good.
truth.
Thanks, Mrs. Claus. That's so good. Well, let's talk a little bit about Abington celebrates Christmas. So many activities going on. So
Sure.
it's like. Well, I'll let you give me.
Oh,
How about
okay.
Activities.
We got 3 days.
So it's
fun.
3 days, another
Yep.
3 days. It's December 13th through the 15th, and kicking it off, as always, is the Abington Lions do their Ugly Sweater Ball, and that's always fun. It's their 7th year, and everybody comes out in their ugly sweaters over to the Legion, and we have contests and raffles and dancing and karaoke, and it's just a lot of fun. We do, there's a game where everyone has to pick a number, and then whatever number you have, you're singing that number for the 12 days of Christmas, and all its ugliness, and it's a lot of fun.
Does this sweater qualify?
It would qualify, but it's not ugly. But that's how they are. These ugly sweaters are so adorable and so festive and fun, and you could add some lights to it.
My mother had a sweater that she loved, and she didn't think it was ugly. But later on, my nephew / godson found it, and I think he won his at his office with my mother's sweater.
Yeah.
So
How did Christmas sweaters ever get called ugly anyway?
I think it was the gaudy 70s or 80s or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Gaudy. It's kind of the Friday night. It's a ball.
Yes.
But it's
an ugly ball.
It's an ugly ball, so
very
it's kind of fun
loose,
and
very
casual.
loose ball.
It's not a dance. It's not a dance.
You can't, but there is
It's
dancing.
to have a ball.
Yeah, you just have a ball, really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes, pretty much.
I think that's what you mean.
And there's music involved?
Yes, we have DJ Victor. He's wonderful. He's very interactive, and he sings phenomenal, and he gets everybody going, and he just joins right in. He wears his ugly reindeer onesie.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Is there a cost for that?
Yeah, it's $25 a person, and if anybody has any questions, they're going to sell tickets at the door, but they can always go to abingtonmalions@gmail.com.
Okay.
And it's at the American Legion from 7 to 11.
Okay.
Does it benefit the Lions, right?
Yes. And all
Because the
proceeds for
Lions
that
do a
will
lot.
benefit
in
They
the
do
Lions.
do a lot.
Abington. Yeah.
Yes,
The
they
Lions are
do.
the hot dogs, right?
Yes, they are.
The hot dog.
No,
known for having
world famous hot
the
dogs.
world famous
Yes.
hot dogs. Always.
Wayne Smith is the best. Yeah.
Wayne's great.
Yes.
That's great to hear. That goes back to my first early Abington
Hamburgers,
days,
too.
buying hot dogs
yeah.
from Wayne Smith.
Yeah.
So can we on to Saturday? Now we're ready for Saturday yet, or
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay,
There's
okay.
a
No,
winter
go ahead.
concert at 7 p.m. And that's with the Town Choir, the Abington Community Band, and Island Grove Chorus. And they do a very good show. They put on a very nice holiday seasonal show. It's the winter concert. It's at 7 p.m. at the high school. And they're doing a sing-along, it looks like, this year as well. And when that's over, that usually runs about an hour, and that'll give folks time if by then the Ugly Sweater Ball will be really kicking off. So you can actually go to both.
so
can
you
go to
can
winter
move right over
concert,
to the ball from the concert.
and then be fashionably or unfashionably, whatever the ugly theme is, and come on down to the Legion. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the community band and the choir are fantastic, and they
Yeah.
have a lot of fun too, and a lot of
A lot
people
of
have been in
energy.
those been involved in that for years, and it's great to see everyone.
Yeah.
Some people maybe come back, don't even live around here anymore.
Yeah. No, they have a lot of energy to their songs, and it's a feel-good concert. And Island Grove Chorus is wonderful. They come all decked out, and they do a wonderful job.
Yeah, they've been doing it for several years, I understand, and it's all free.
Oh, fantastic.
But I think I also read somewhere that at the Ugly Sweater Ball, they have refreshments, and I think the Legion serves any kind of drink that you'd like to have. That's what.
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
true?
they'll have a cash-only
Fun
bar.
for everyone.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
refreshments, and we'll have a hot chocolate bar there. So I'm part of the Lions Club, so that's why I keep saying we. But
She has a lot. She's a good girl.
She is. She is. All right.
so I guess we can move on to Saturday.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So Saturday morning, this is something new. The Dyer Memorial Library, they're having an open house, estate sale, and an auction. And that's hosted by the Dyer folks and Blackbeard. And everybody knows our Abington's favorite pirate, Mike Carini. So the estate sale, on the second floor of the Dyer, they are going to be selling from 9 to 12:30 non-Abington items. And I guess there's some really great relics and finds up there. I heard that there was like some mummy wrap, even some really interesting things.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I heard of, so I don't know what else is there. But and then at 12:30 to 2:30, there's going to be a live auction. Mike Carini gave me the name of the auctioneer. I apologize, I don't have it in front of me, but I guess he's very good. And so that's going to run from 12:30 to 2:30, and yeah, I guess, be prepared to find a lot of unique items there as well. The Dyer will have be open for tours and an open house. So it's going to be a busy time. It'll be great for them. They just a nice draw for the Dyer. For anyone that hasn't been to the Dyer yet, this would be a great time to check it out.
I haven't been to the Dyer.
See?
I love history and stuff.
Yeah.
It might be a perfect opportunity.
Sure. And during that time, there's a drop-in craft activity for families and children over at the She Shed, and that is over on Ashland Street. If anyone knows where Happy Dog Kennels is, it's right next to there.
Okay.
It's a new business, and they are collaborating with Co-working Kids that's owned by Melissa Pond.
Yeah.
And they're going to run a free event to get kind of some activity and community involvement. It's a free event. They're going to do a holiday craft. Kids, there's a registration link. It's on our Facebook page. It's coworkingkids.com/calendar/Abington Crafts. I guess space is limited, but it'll be good. And that's from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Oh, 396 Ashland Street is where it is.
Yes.
Yeah, and kids can come in if, kids may not be so interested in the estate sale, so, they can do a craft. Parents do need to be with them, though. It's not like a drop-in
that's fun.
daycare.
That's fun. I'm sure the kids will love that.
Sure.
The She Shed, it's hard to say. It's kind of fun to say at the same time.
Yes.
Is that a hair place?
No, it used to be a daycare. I believe they opened maybe a year or two ago, and I believe it's space that people can do work at if they need to. It's kind of just a spot, and I believe they have stuff for kids there as well.
Yeah.
All
right.
I have to learn a little bit more about it myself.
Yeah.
So
I love the name.
great.
I think.
They jumped in and said, "Can we do a free activity?" And we were all about it.
Great.
That's
fantastic.
And then our signature event is from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Grove. It's our Abington Celebrates Christmas, and Santa is just like last year. He's going to be coming in on fire truck at 3:15. And he's going to ride right in and right into the arms of Mrs. Claus in the cabin.
It would be a long time since I've seen him.
Yeah.
Really?
Last year,
Busy
last year with the cabin, when he came in, he already had a line from the cabin door all the way out to the street. So so we got to get him right in. And
does that make you nervous at all, Mrs. Claus? He's on the fire truck. Is he hanging off the back or?
He sits right up front.
He's in the front. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I feel better. All right.
Yeah. And the kids love it.
Yeah.
We also have the gingerbread cabin, and we'll have carolers. We have a train display. We have father and son train. They set up the trains in the bandstand.
Yeah.
So kids can kind of peek in and see the whole. He's got a Santa train, and it's such a great feel.
Trains, that's lovely.
Yeah, and then we have free hay rides from Cullivan Landscape. We're very fortunate. He did them last year, and he's back again this year. So we're very lucky. He does a loop around the Grove, and the Grove will be all lit up with different things along the way for people to see. Our committee electrician that we could never do without Danny Howland.
He's a really good boy.
He's a very good boy.
Yes.
We're very lucky to have him. He puts together a wonderful train signal, and Cullivan, Josh, he has the remote to it. So when his hayride is pulling up to the stop, he can hit the button from his truck that Danny hooked up, and the signal will go off, and people get out of the way. It worked out. It was fabulous last year.
Oh, great.
So, yeah, and you know, Buddy the Elf, the Grinch will be around. We also have
I heard
Twinkle
Buddy the Elf
Sparkle.
knows Santa.
He's a unicorn.
Buddy knows Santa, right?
Buddy knows everybody.
Sometimes he raises a little bit too much havoc in the cabin.
Okay, we have to keep Buddy. I saw him at Oktoberfest, and
It's mostly the
I know what you're
Grinch.
talking about.
But,
The Grinch, you know. I don't know why people like him.
I know he can be funny.
Yeah.
But because I'm in the cabin
Yeah.
and I'm making cookies, there's a kitchen there.
Yeah.
So I make gingerbread cookies.
Right.
But some of the people on the committee also make cookies that we have pre-wrapped.
Right.
So that everybody, after they see Santa, they walk around towards the back of the cabin,
Okay.
and they each get a cookie
Oh,
before they leave.
well, that sounds like a
And
good
we
deal.
had so many people last year, the people in the cabin with me, we never got to see the lighting of the tree.
Oh, because he was.
And we
so
stayed
busy.
an hour overtime because there was so many people that came. And it was wonderful to see all the little children that I saw the year before and how they've grown. And I enjoy it a lot.
Absolutely.
And some people try to
see.
get behind the table and steal a hot cookie, but I forgive them.
Is there an age limit on who gets to see Santa?
I don't
Sit on
believe
Santa's-
so. Anybody that wants to. And of course,
okay.
the parents can bring their own cameras and get their picture with Santa. Instead of going to a mall and paying a lot
Right.
of money for a picture, they can take their own picture.
Right.
Just amazing that he
Yeah.
can do that too, though. Get to the
Yeah.
malls and
Yeah,
having.
and I came down a little bit early, by the way, because Judy O'Brien is in charge of getting the cabin all decorated up to make everybody feel really good when they walk in. And
okay.
so I was with her, and we try. I've been there, of course, several years to change up the decorations a little bit. So I know one of the trees this year will be a candy theme. But we can't put real
Love it.
candy because sometimes there's mice in the cabin. So,
Okay. well,
but
what's-
Danny
nice kid,
Danny
nice kid.
takes care of them
Yeah.
if there are any. So it's fine when people come.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me Buddy ate all the cookies.
He probably will try. And the Grinch.
And the Grinch.
Right.
They always, those guys are great. So,
right.
Yeah, and we also
glad they
have
could
a
come.
new character. I think it's Twinkle Sparkle. Teddy Andrade comes in with his unicorn,
Oh.
purple unicorn. Everybody, the kids loved him at Oktoberfest, so he
he
was a
was-
good ad. Yeah, the kids love him.
That's great.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Yeah, another new ad. Before I forget,
Yeah.
this year we are doing a Stuff the Truck event with
Okay.
the food pantry. They're going to bring a truck and they're going to park it at the entrance of Park Street. Similar to last year, we're going to close Park Street down again because it's the hayride comes out in a loop, and just to keep everyone safe, folks can park on either side of Central. Is it Center Street? Central Street, the police station on
That's
Central.
Central,
Central.
I think.
Yes. it's
And Lake
Easy
Street.
to get confused.
Yeah, so, but the stuffer truck is going to be at the entrance of the Grove. We also have the DAR is going to set up a donation bin for toys next to that. So as people come in, they're not carrying all these things through the Grove. You can put it right in the truck and then enjoy the evening. And yeah. So, and we'll also have dance demonstrations. Dance Dimension always does a big demonstration before the tree lighting, and they do such a great job, and they draw everyone down to that end of the Grove. And you're right, last year, Santa and Mrs. Claus, they had a line out the door that they missed the tree lighting last year. So, so hopefully,
Sacrifices.
you have to hop on the
Unbelievable,
hayride and you know.
No kids
But
come
I wasn't
first.
there, but I saw the video of last year's with Dance Dimension, and it's like a whole floor show you get to
Yeah.
see before the tree
We
lighting.
had Boston Taekwondo. We're still confirming with them. I'm hoping
Okay.
they'll be part of that as well.
Yeah, all right. Yeah,
And each year we pick an honoree for the lighting of the bandstand.
yes.
And last year it was Jim Kelleher, and this year we're having Jeff Postel and the Abington Police.
Oh,
And,
nice.
yeah, for their efforts for the help with the hurricane
Right.
back in October. So we thought that was a good fit. So they're going to come, and the crowd's going to count from backward from 10 to 1, and it hits the big red button, and
Very exciting.
A tree is lit, and hopefully the town choir, they did last year, right when they lit the tree, I think everyone sang Joy to the World. They led that off. It was great.
It's great
Yeah.
build-up.
Buddy and the Grinch were very excited at that point.
Yes, I was going to say that I
Yeah.
think they helped a lot with that.
Yes.
And the countdown and all. So.
Yes, yeah. So it's such a great event, and again, we'll have all the nonprofits come in. We'll have stuff the scouts are going to do. They call them smones, not s'mores, because
Okay.
so what smones are, it's pretty much s'mores, but in an ice cream cone wrapped and heated that way. So they do smones by the fire. Park and Rec is going to set up a movie screen, the inflatable movie screen this year, and show different clips of holiday favorites, which is really
that's
nice.
fun.
Yeah, it's where we do the movie night at Oktoberfest over in that area.
Yeah.
South Shore Votech.
Will they have? Do you think that might have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer at all?
I think she will. I think
Oh,
she will.
nice.
When I say she, I mean Kelly Johnson, because she's another one we can't
Okay.
function without her and the Park and Rec crew and
'Cause
DPW.
that's my favorite. My favorite. Now, Mrs. Claus, could you just say "Eat, Papa, eat"?
Say that
Say it
again?
again.
I don't understand
Eat,
that.
Papa, eat. No, you don't say that. That's what you say to get Santa's got to get full. He's got to fill out the costume.
Oh, yeah.
That's your big role on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that movie.
You remember
Sometimes
seeing it?
we
You don't think
get-
that was a good portrayal of you?
Yeah, sometimes we don't get TV,
Oh, all right.
Depends, 'cause it snows a lot.
Yeah. I was going to say if you had a
But
favorite
I
reindeer.
have seen it. I have seen it.
I have seen it.
You
So
know.
Rudolph's not your favorite reindeer?
Well, yeah. He's a good guy,
Yeah. Okay. All right.
especially when he lights the way and it's foggy. But I don't have to ride in the sleigh. Thank
Okay.
God.
All right. So I just
That'd be
that
cool.
was one of my favorite moments, but anyway. But that's I didn't know about that. That the some clips of everybody has their favorite.
Yeah, it's a little different this
Has their
year,
favorite.
just
That's mine. I know a lot of people
Yeah.
like the Heat Miser and other
Sure,
things or something
sure,
like that.
yeah.
Maybe depending on your generation.
I know. I heard a story that when a little boy was only maybe 2 and he saw it for the first time, he was scared to death of bumbles.
Oh.
I think I was
And he
scared to
did,
death of
but in that Yukon Eric,
Yukon
he didn't like him too much
Cornelius.
either.
Bumbles bounce though.
Yes.
Bumbles bounce.
Yeah.
Who wants a train with square wheels?
The Misfit
Nobody
Toys.
wants a Jolly in the Box.
And I want to be those one little one.
Hermie wants to. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We digress, but
That's
that's how often happens on the gig show. We digress a little bit, but I think we're almost through Saturday night. We got to,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
But
yeah.
that's
So
the
Saturday
big excitement
night,
is that everybody has to go home then, or what?
they
We have one
they can
more
hang
thing.
around. The tree will be lit probably for a little while.
Well, now,
but at that point, usually I notice a lot of people get a little chilly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they do
might
start
be a
heading
little
home.
chilly at that point,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
really it's like the 3 to 6, right?
3 to 6. There was one year, gosh, I think it was maybe the first or second year. Remember the year it was so cold? Oh my gosh.
One year there was
Yeah.
snow.
Never know.
I
You
remember.
never
Yeah.
know.
I was
And it
in
was,
my
we just
element.
had, yeah, it was
But it's
one of the first years that
snow
we didn't
or
have a lot
shine,
of
right?
people, but oh man, it was cold. It was pretty cold.
Now some of the houses around there are well lit. Is this true?
Yes, all around the pond. We noticed the other night when we were clearing out the bandstand, the Christmas items, some across the pond, they were lighting up, 2 of them right next to each other, and it's just such a nice sight to see with the tree. And the Leans house, Scott Leans, he lives across from the Grove. He has the house that's all lit up with the wooden cutouts and the music.
The bridge is
and,
sort of, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and Danny Howland, he's able to tie into that for the trees, so we kind of can match things up. So it's, so we match up with his house and with the music. It's really good. Yeah.
All right. So how about Sunday? We have like the is this the
so Sunday we're kind
denouement?
of Sunday we're winding down.
Yes. After all that activity.
And the Friends of Abington Dog Park on Sunday morning from 10 to 1 on the 15th, they come to the gingerbread cabin and they do their pup picks with Santa, and that's a big hit. They're usually very busy, and so if you want your pet to have their photo taken with Santa Claus, you can bring your dog in, and for $20 each, you can have your picture taken. All dogs have to be on a leash, and yeah, it's a nice event. It's very nice.
Right. I love that you include the dogs as you did at Oktoberfest as well.
Yes, yep. The dogs were there at Oktoberfest. they had the costume parade, and they had the stuffed dog contest. They're a great group. They have really fun ideas and just different fun activities. Not for the furry friends.
Yeah, that's great.
And then at 3 p.m. at the United Church of Christ is our Christmas concert. And Doug Ulwick, it's under the direction of Doug Ulwick. He's bringing back the Abington Town Christmas Choir, and he's going to have handbells and a sing-along as well. And usually the sing-along is Silent Night at the very end. And it's just a nice way, the candles are all lit in the church, it's quiet, and everyone, I think last year we formed a circle, the year before, because we had the band, we formed a circle around the church, and we sang. It was so nice. It was just a way to just kind of relax and close everything out.
That church participates in a lot of community activities.
They do.
Doesn't
We're
it?
very lucky.
No, I heard that they're going to be serving hot cocoa down at the Grove that night.
Yes, they're going to be serving their hot cocoa that they do every year. First Baptist Church, they're going to do the popcorn as well. But yeah, we're very lucky. And that's a free event too, and just goodwill offerings for the church, to help defray the cost of heating for the church, and
excellent.
are accepted. Yeah.
Well, everybody's involved. Everybody's supported. Sounds like a perfect time to get in the holiday spirit.
Sure. And then we kind of hibernate.
Yeah, right. You guys need to take the next week off.
Yes, in January, definitely January. We are recovering, trying to re-energize and get ready for 2025.
When is the first event in 2025? Is
I guess
it the
St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, just getting our float. We have an idea for our 10-year anniversary for that.
I'm not celebrate the first decade.
Yeah.
But then you have to raise.
I can't believe we made it a decade.
Congratulations.
You need to have. They need to raise funds, I think, for fireworks too.
Oh yeah.
Do you have? I heard that you have something to sell.
Yeah. So, like we talked about earlier with the cookbook, we needed kind of a jump start then. Right. We knew over the last couple of years we needed something new, another big idea again, So I started to put out a teaser for it on Facebook the other day, but I guess I'll let you know. And Mrs. Claus, you can be the first.
Okay, all right, thank you.
We have in production an Abington Celebrates Hometown Puzzle. And on this puzzle, it has town landmarks, town-owned buildings, and then different sponsors throughout the year that we've had, different business sponsors that wanted a spot on the puzzle.
Right.
And that's in production now. We heard that the shipment is possibly early December. I mean, we are spreading it out because we really want this for Christmas weekend. So, and as soon as it comes out, they're going to go for about $25. White Mountain Puzzles is the company. Everybody knows that White Mountain Puzzles, it's good quality, American-made puzzles. So we're very excited. It's 500 pieces. And so that's the proof of this. So
well, I hope everybody
there's a little bit of everything on there. So we're very excited and hope this brings in a good amount to help us keep fireworks going and our weekend events going for everybody.
Right, gotta keep it going.
Yeah,
and that'll help a lot.
So yes.
Anything else about let us know either about this event or anything else, or any place people could find information?
We have a Facebook page.
Facebook page.
Yep, and Instagram. Facebook is probably a better place, more updated.
Sure.
Instagram, I know Facebook things will carry over to Instagram. I'm still figuring that out. And if anybody has any questions, they can email us at abingtoncelebrates@gmail.com.
Fantastic.
We are working on a website, and the reason for that is this puzzle.
Yeah.
There is a QR code on the back that we made, and the QR will have like a key. When you click, you scan it in, and I have a key of what each item is on this. So, so with that in the works, we have a website coming.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to do. Yeah, we got a little work to
Keep
do
things
on
like
that.
that
Yeah,
going,
so
we know.
people will be able to donate if
Yeah.
they want, and
that would
we're
help.
trying to catch up with things, catch up with the times, I think.
Well, that sounds all very exciting, and
Yeah. We're very
so
excited.
happy to have you both, especially Mrs. Claus, coming
you.
all this way.
It was nice to
Yeah.
be here. It was nice that you decided to do a program about Abington Celebrates, because they do a lot.
Right.
And there are a lot of costs involved, but
Yeah.
then they get
Yeah.
the support
Right.
because so much is free.
Yeah, and that's our goal, is just free, low-cost events for the community and families, and just for all of us to come together and enjoy.
Well, I hope
Yeah.
everyone gets involved and supports you, and
And you come in the cabin and have some cookies.
oh, thank you, Mrs. Claus.
I did bring a few that we were trying out. This is a gingerbread cookie.
I like that.
And then we have a chocolate with surprises inside.
I might have trouble deciding between those two.
I don't know. I haven't sampled them. Santa did,
They look good. They look good. They look good.
but I brought them with me, so I'll leave them for you.
All
and
right,
if you
great.
die tomorrow, I'm very sorry.
Well, thanks again, and thank you to all of our viewers here at the Gig Show. We hope you'll join us the next time.